When I put this word up here, you're thinking, oh, drama. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking cyberbullying, because that's what you call it. See, if I ask you to define bullying, you're going to put bullying as when and insert stereotype name kid in here, is being picked on by some bigger kid. And so bullying with cyber in front of it just doesn't equal what's happening to you, because you're not one of those stereotypical whatever kids, and some bigger kid isn't picking on you. So bullying doesn't fit. Cyberbullying doesn't fit. But drama does. So one of the things that we have to realize is that there are kids who are very resilient, and there are some kids who aren't. And how each person reacts to what's happening to them online is an individual thing. And it ranges from anxiety all the way down to suicide. Now, I'm not going to tell you that suicide is caused by bullying. I'm saying that suicide is the last result of what happened to this kid who was picked on. They had a whole lot of other things that were happening with them that may have caused that. But it's a horrible thing. And it can happen. But the depression, the anger, the anxiety, all of the other things that are happening are the scars of abuse. And here's a really simple analogy to it. If you take a clean piece of paper, smooth, clean piece of paper, and you crumple it up, and then you try to smooth it back out, it's going to look a little bit like this. Some of the scars are going to be deeper than others. Some of them are going to come out fairly easily, but you're never going to get all the wrinkles out. And every kid is different. There are some kids who are very resilient. There's a girl named Benny Sinkle. Now, Benny lives in California, and Benny was, you've probably seen the Rachel Black's Friday video. Okay, well, Benny was in the video. She's a friend of Rachel Black, so she's in the video. Rebecca Black, thank you. Can you believe this guy knew the answer to this one? Way to go. Here's the deal. In the video, Benny gets picked on because she's the girl in pink that can't dance. So people started posting things about the girl in pink. Well, Benny now has a website called That Girl in Pink, where she teaches other kids how to be resilient, how to deal with someone picking on them in a positive way. So there are kids who are really doing well, but there are some kids who aren't handling it well, who don't feel good about themselves, who don't have a positive support system. And you need to be that positive support system for them. The best thing you can do as a friend is to be there when your friend is being picked on. Think about being in the back of sitting in a math class, and all you're doing is worrying about somebody picking on you. Can you do the math problem? And the answer is pretty simple, no. There's physical violence that takes place, and there's legal issues that takes place. So all of that is a problem. But you get to control whether or not you are part of the solution. All right, so how do you stop it? Well, I can't stop it. It's up to you to stop it. But here's some things that you can do. And it's important to note that you can participate in a positive way to help somebody through problems like this. Do respond appropriately or not at all. It's pretty simple. You can say, please stop, but you can't say, and you are too. You have to respond appropriately. But avoid passing it on. Oh, do you see what Jimmy said about Johnny? I can't believe this. Check this out. Well, effectively, you've just become part of the process. Avoid encouraging others to do it. Telling somebody that it's okay to be mean to someone makes you just as guilty. You are responsible. Avoid ganging up. Remember the like button for hate? It's easy to want to belong, but the question is, what are you trying to belong to? The time to decide which side of the line to stand on is not when you're feeling pressure to hit that like button for hate. The time to decide is long before then. Do stand together against it. The best thing you can do is be there for your friend. To tell your friend that they're good. To tell your friend that things are not as bad as they think that they are. To tell your friend that they have other friends that care about them. And then I want you to report it. I want you to tell somebody. Studies have always been telling us that the quicker that you tell someone in authority, the faster it becomes resolved. But the question has to be asked of the people in authority. Are you going to make it better, or are you going to make it worse? So here's what I want you to do, is that I want you to tell, but you can use this when you tell. Mom, dad, teacher, whoever you're telling, I'm having this problem, but let's work it out together. Please don't fix it for me. I need help so that I can fix it. Now, there'll be some situations maybe that your parent or a teacher has to step in and fix it, but the majority of the time, they can give you the tips so that you can fix it. So it gets better and not worse.